How do you guys get hyped, ready, get the blood pumping for 11 a.m.?
Immediately after the game, Coach O talked about it. And the last time we played 11 a.m. game, I wasn't on the team, but we played Louisville, and, I watched that game on TV. And, it's day by day. We can kick off right now, and that team in that locker room, 100% we'll be ready.
This will probably be the smallest stadium you've played in.
Mm-hmm.
The atmosphere may not be like going to the Swamp or Auburn, but you still feel like you guys will be on ready to play and hyped and everything?
Oh, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. It's always stressed that whatever football field we're on, it's a football field and we play our game. As far as looking in the stands and everything, we can't even look in the stands during a scrimmage when nobody's in the stands. So, that's something that's kind of instilled in everybody's brain, and we all think the same way. So it's 11 men on the field, and we do our job, win the game, and we're not too much concerned about who all's there.
I guess talking to Lloyd after the game, it's kind of nitpicking when you score 65 and you got 610 yards of offense.
Uh-huh.
But the running game, Lloyd said
Yeah.
we got to get more push. We're not delivering like we'd like to. How do you feel about that aspect of the game?
Yeah, I can agree, but I also can say that we had 6 rushing touchdowns, and a lot of people are gonna say, well, that was red zone, but rushing touchdowns are rushing touchdowns. We had 5 rushing touchdowns out of the backfield, and then Joe also had a rushing touchdown. So, we still had 6 rushing touchdowns on the ground, and everybody knows LSU runs the ball. So you can sit and play the pass as much as you want, and then if you give us the aspect or give us a look to run the ball, then we will run the ball.
So today was Tell the Truth Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Was that your truth for today, or what was your truth?
Oh yeah, no doubt, that's my truth. That's my truth. I'm sticking to it.
What do you think about Joe Burrow for Heisman?
Oh, I love it. I love it. You try not to look into so much social media and whatnot, but when you're looking on Twitter for some things to laugh at, you occasionally run across some things, dealing with football. And, I see Joe's, standings and whatnot. I think he's high up in it. I would hope he's high up in it. If Joe wins the Heisman, I'm going to try my best to be in the crowd somewhere if I can get a ticket. I don't know how they do the Heisman ordeal, but, I'm happy for him. But Joe also knows, we have so much business to take care of. Starting the SEC week this week, and we're rolling many weeks after this, 2 bye weeks, and some big games ahead of us. So that's part of it.
Talking about rolling, just what is it about you guys on offense? You put up 24 in one quarter, then in one half, and you put up 27 in the quarter. Just how does it change for you guys on the field between that kind of productivity?
Most like the biggest thing that I think is just being comfortable. Running this offense since last spring, it was an easy offense to grasp, and then once you get guys that kind of buy into their roles, and everybody's starting to see what role they play in the offense throughout games. You can always look at fall camp and spring and say, okay, well, I feel like he's going to do this and he's going to do that. But once games start, you see the roles that people take. And everybody plays their role, and obviously it's working because we're putting up points. And like Joe said in the summer, that was kind of laughed at a lot. Was we'll score 40, 50, 60 points a game, and now we're doing it. Now everybody's kind of eyes wide, like, oh well, they're really putting up points. So it's interesting.
How much fun are you having?
Oh, I love it. I laugh at practice every day. I try not to laugh as much in front of T-Rob. He's a stickler when it comes to laughing and whatnot, but. Joe and I, offensive line, receivers, we do we do little things in huddles and whatnot. Like, it's football, and when guys, like when you're all friends and everything's going perfect, it shows on the field. And I feel like that's why we're able to mesh so well and do the things that we are doing on the offensive side of the ball.
How much more different is this for you guys, especially talking about Joe? He talked about he wasn't mad at the O-line, but he was still pressing them to just keep the tempo up as you guys were up big anyways. How is it from when you last year, your offense isn't really explosive, now it's just gas, put the pound on them, every drive you can?
That's our offense. That's what's been instilled in us. We crack jokes because we have 2-minute segments at practice. And then we're kind of like, oh yeah, 2 minutes, but this is our offense. It's not really a 2-minute situation if you're running the type of offense that we're running. So it's pretty comfortable as far as being able to go fast. And I mean, if Joe or Coach Ensminger wants to slow it down, then we slow it down. But other than that, it's all perfect.
Thank you, Clyde.
No problem.